Hello again. This is our second week on getting fit on the inside, and I would like to kick off today and talk about really the first step. And we spoke about the fact that we all probably have had the experience or know others who have had the experience of trying so hard to change something on the outside so that we feel we'll be actually happy. And then when we achieve it, we attain it, then we realize that it didn't quite do what we thought it was going to do. And it's much better to put the focus on the inside, do the work that's necessary to do on the inside so we can have like a whole happy being, a whole peaceful being, if you will. So the first step in that is really valuing ourselves. And you know the term, you never feel good enough, right? Because most of us have been raised, I think our world actually is running from a program of fear, and the fear shows us and keeps us believing, an untruth, and that is that we are not good enough. And like I said earlier, we learn this early in life. When we're moving around as a toddler and mom and dad tell us, no, don't do that. Go over here and do this. And we grow up and we constantly have people showing us and telling us how we're not doing it right. Please do it this way. It happens in our jobs. It happens at schools. It happens on the playground. It happens in social media. It happens everywhere. But here's an exercise. This is the first step in embracing ourselves, okay? Learning to like ourselves, learning to love ourselves. And let me tell you, this was a real scary step for me. And if you feel afraid, it's going to be okay. I can tell you that. But in order for us to start, clearing things away, in order for us to start embracing ourselves, we must sit down, create a quiet space, okay, every day, okay? And if you can't do it every day, you can do this in your car, right? You can take this time and you can do it, but try to bring your awareness to actually making this a practice in some way. Even if you can't sit at home or wherever your happy place is outside, just try to be mindful of now you're beginning this new way of checking in with yourself. And when we check in with ourselves, and I know it can feel really scary, even to sit in quiet alone and turn the TV off and the radios, because then we're alone with our thoughts, right? Then we're alone. If you're like me, okay? I realized that I had a lot of regrets, a lot of shame, a lot of pain, a lot of sadness. I've been depressed over my lifetime many times. And we feel like if we stop for a moment and we give ourselves that opportunity to be alone without noise, it's truly can be terrifying. But here's the deal, okay? It's not as bad as you think it's going to be. So homework this week is make some quiet time. It can be 5 minutes, it can be 10. Sit with yourself and pretend, if you can't do this, okay? Pretend that you are good enough just as you are. Whether you have weight you want to lose or whether whatever is going on in your life, you're not in the perfect job, you're not in the perfect relationship, whatever. You, though, you are good enough. And sit in that moment and realize you are good enough. And then write down, okay, if you can, write down 3 ways that you like, 3 things that you like about yourself. And try to do this every day. If you want to do it in your phone, great. I mean, I love paper and pen. I think there's a lot of therapeutic benefits to that neurologically and, physiologically. But getting it out and seeing that you're writing it is an act of self-love, to be honest with you. And that, my friends, is the first step in creating the balance of outer and inner worlds. And it's really the beginning of connecting to self. And then we get to get clarity in our lives, clarity with ourselves, our life. And then we get to create. So that's it. Have a great one, and I will see you soon.